Hello, this is a short video for people who are here as skilled workers and skilled workers dependent. We have identified worrying trends in the community over several months. On average, I receive about 100 calls, and about 70% of those calls relates to this problem that I'm going to talk about. The problem that I've identified is that migrant workers' sponsors are reporting them to the Home Office for their visas to be cancelled. And it could be for so many reasons, but what I've identified is that most of these sponsors are reporting you, the migrants, because they haven't done their jobs properly. As you all know, when somebody sponsors you or a migrant to the UK, they have 5 duties. The most significant ones are the reporting duty, the record-keeping duty, making sure they're complying with the immigration rules and the UK laws, making sure that they have integrity and they are above complaint. Unfortunately, for some of these sponsored workers, the sponsors have had arrangements in place to support you. And of course, they are aware that you are not turning up to work, which clearly is against the immigration rules. So what they're doing now is that because the Home Office is aware of this problem, that some workers are in the UK and they haven't even reported to their sponsors, and the sponsors are aware of this, the Home Office is taking drastic action in taking the sponsorship licenses from these businesses. These businesses have now become aware that that is a big issue for them, and they think that they can get over it by reporting you to the Home Office, that either you've stopped working for them or you haven't reported for work. Clearly that's a problem, because if you haven't reported for work, they have a duty to report you. And if the arrangement between you and them is that is how it's kept, they are now reporting you. So this is to help you to be very cautious if you know that you fall within the category of migrants that I'm going to deal with. The first thing that you must watch out is that the Home Office has the power under the immigration rules, specifically Part 9 of the immigration rules, which relates to cancellation of visas. Paragraph 9.27, for migrants who have failed to work, have failed to report, or have stopped working. When that happens and you are reported, your visa will be cancelled. For sponsors who report this, they also have a duty to report if you're not working. And that is what they've taken advantage of. For migrants who came with their dependents under paragraph 9.24, their visa could be cancelled. Every paragraph I mentioned is discretionary, which means that the Secretary of State may give you 60 days or may not. The problem for some people is that when they are given the 60 days, it means that they need to find a new sponsor or switch to a different visa category. This is what I always advise people. If you're here and you know you haven't reported to work, be mindful that your visa may be cancelled. If you're here and your sponsor is not giving you the full hours, both yourself and the sponsor are in breach of the immigration rules. And therefore, if the Home Office becomes aware, they will cancel your visa. The other issue that I need to raise is that if you know that you're not attending work, you're sponsored but you're not attending work, your visa is going to be cancelled. The sponsors have also become aware that the Home Office is now taking active steps to cancel their sponsorship, because they've brought in people, they haven't provided them with work, or even if they provided them with work, they haven't provided them with the hours that they said they were going to provide on the COS. So some sponsors, they think it's smart for them to do to keep their sponsor license, so they are reporting you. Just be aware that if you don't attend work, if you don't report to work, if your sponsor is not giving you work, if your sponsor is not giving you the hours, or if you're here as a dependent and you don't know where your main applicant is, you don't have any contact with them, my advice to you is to make arrangements to switch and move away, because you don't want your visa to be cancelled and only given 60 days. It's a problem that we have identified in the community, and it hurts me so much that our people who have been brought here do not find the necessary support that they need. And when this happens, some of them unfortunately overstay, which means that their switching to different categories become almost impossible. So my advice to you is that if you know that you're not going to work, you don't have hours to work, your hours is short, your sponsor is not providing you with the necessary support, please move on and find a new sponsor or switch to a family route. If you want to know how to switch, I've done so many videos. Go to our profile, you will find the videos there that will support you and assist you and direct you on how to switch. I hope this helps someone. But if you want to contact us, please, the numbers are going to scroll in a minute. Call any of the numbers and we'll be glad to support you.